Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Danny, and man, I appreciate you clicking on this video. This is actually going to be a mail day video. Let me hit my photo button on my camera because I can't remember if I took a picture of that or not. So hopefully that took. So I got a couple videos in my pipeline that I meant to release. I'm probably gonna jump this one in front of those, because I've got some mail here today from Mr. CW, Mr. Card Wolf, and I just watched a video of him opening the box I sent, and man, I greatly appreciate that. I love the enthusiasm. I know he sat on that for a little bit because just like him, he had some stuff. He had the Dorking with Dice videos, YouTube Gold as I call it, that he was trying to cycle through. And so I need to turn my camera a little bit. There's a card back there that y'all may not know about yet. So anyhow, so if you're new to my channel, I am a baseball card channel, but I also love the great outdoors. And you know, and so I'm the kind of guy that can walk through Walmart and find a pack of cards, which I don't have any cards on my desk right now. Find a pack of cards. And here's a bunch of cards, and you know, I love buying those. But then I'll also walk by something like this, and I'll think, man, I can do a video with that, you know. And it's a little creek and pond fishing kit that I think I paid $5 for. And then I'll walk past something else, and I'll see a bunch of lures, and I'll be like, wow, it's $5. I can do a video on that. And that's actually, I believe, my favorite lure right there. That little square bill, and you know, or something like this. And I'll think, man, I can do a video on that. And then just when you think, well, that's all he uses is stuff from Walmart, which there's an old can of Sterno that the wrapper is gone. That's how old that is. You know, I'll bust out something like an Abu Garcia Revo fishing reel, you know, that I've got here new in the box, that I've not even had the chance to take out, do anything with. So got stuff like this sitting around that I'm hoping to get in at some point. So y'all, my fishermen out there, y'all know that's a pretty good reel right there. So I try to dabble a little bit in everything, and I've not been successful at that lately. I've literally was going to school for about 2 years straight, and finally graduated. And after I've graduated, I've had a little bit of an identity crisis as far as figuring out what I wanted to do. Now, some personal news is I am about to start a new job, which is super scary. I've been at the same place for 22 years, and was looking to get promoted. That didn't happen, so I looked about and actually found another place willing to take me on. They offered me a really nice offer, and so I'll be changing jobs here coming soon, which may also slow down my videos. But anyhow, what I want to do today, aside from ramble about my life and different things, is I wanted to thank Card Wolf for, you know, just really doing a fine job of opening that box of product I sent to him. And you know, I will link that video in the description. He has done a couple of different giveaways. The most recent 300 sub giveaway, where he bought a collection and he started listing stuff to give away on the collection. If I remember correctly, that video was something like 40 minutes long where he went through it. And I watched it intently, and I made a list. And forgive my handwriting, you know, this is probably, I even had to write down the name of one of my videos so I didn't forget it. So I put down a wish list, and I think in my email I sent the entire list. At some point in time, I'd like to build the 84 top set, 83 top set, you know, the early 80s stuff. So there were some cards that I didn't have, and I thought, you know what, I'll reach out, and if somebody else is interested in those cards, needs those cards, whatever, I'd gladly sidestep. And so there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards on there. And this feels like it's got more than 11 cards in it. Now maybe that's all that's there, but CW, you outdid yourself, and so I'm going to try to spend the, I've spent 5 minutes rambling here. I'm going to try to spend the rest of the time going through this. Now, one of the things that CW and I have in common is we both like Kershaw knives. Now, I've talked about this Kershaw a little bit. I got this knife at Smoky Mountain Knife Works in Sevierville, Tennessee. I looked at it for a couple of years before I bought it. It is a spring assist knife. It's got the Tonto blade. It's a Ken Onion design. This is one of the 2 knives I carry. I carry a small lock blade in my pocket as well. I used to carry a Victorinox Cadet that I lost, and I will probably get another one of those that's silver. I just like that it's low profile in my pocket, but then I also have this Kershaw right here. And so we're going to use Senior Kershaw to get into this pack. Don't want to damage any cards or any contents in getting into this. And like CW says, let's all practice good knife safety, so we'll set that to the side. I will probably forget this knife and have to come back upstairs here in a little bit to retrieve that. So we'll do a slow reveal on some of this. Ooh. First things first, let's get into the note. Alright, so Danny! Exclamation point. 300 subscriptions will not have been possible without you. I'm so grateful for your support and encouragement of the channel. I can't tell you how much it means to me to reach this milestone. I hope you enjoy these cards, and of course I hope that you continue to enjoy the channel as well. I remember you mentioning how fondly you remember opening Upper Deck. Yeah, back when you were younger. Enjoy these, and I hope the last 2 cards in the singles pack help your set, Mr. CW. So very cool. Yeah, I mentioned it, and I think that's one of the things that maybe CW and I have connected pretty well about, is just the nostalgia of collecting cards, and now that we're older guys, we are able to enjoy on a different level card collecting. Not that we didn't enjoy it as kids. It hits a little different when you're older and you can kind of buy the things you want. So, having said that, let's look at what he sent here. So we've got a 91 Upper Deck, and what I mentioned to him about these is these foil packs. These foil packs open different. There's a little more friction when you open them. Yes, the cards are like a Fairfield pharmacy box. They're all upside down and backwards and can be frustrating. However, there was just something neat about these. These were a step up. It came out in 89 into 90. They were on better card stock. They had better photography, blah, 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 whatever. But super, super fun to open these. It does say you can find the Hank in there. So there were some chase cards in here. Really, really cool. Donruss pack here. 88 Donruss. Looks like we got a Tommy John on there. And there is some puzzle pieces. I absolutely love the puzzle pieces. So here are the cards that he sent. Oh, look. So we got a 91 Upper Deck. We've got a 90 Upper Deck. And we've got a 93 Upper Deck. Oh, and a 290. So very cool. And then the 90 Upper Decks actually come with, you can win 4 season tickets. So how about that? So that'll be fun. So I tell you what, let's do. Let's showcase the cards first, and then let's just, for giggles, let's see which ones we got on our list. As my cat, hopefully you can't hear my cat. My daughter is off away at school, and it's her cat, and because she's gone, I have inherited him, and he just has to be by my side. So you may hear him meowing at the door. So, all right, so right off the top, we got the Ron Guidry. That is super cool, the Ron Guidry All-Star. So that's going to be the 84. So if we flip these over, if it's got a blue back, it's an 84. If it's got an orange back, it's an 83. All right, so it's got the blue back on there. So I know most of you knew that. But that is a really cool card. Louisiana Lightning, Mr. Ron Guidry. And then there's a really cool, again, we can check the back. If it's orange, there it is, orange, that's an 83. And we could probably have told that by the 82 pitching leaders, but there is a Rickey Henderson right there. I put the 83 Topps Rickey Henderson, so I don't remember if that's the one, but hey man, I'm loving it. These are cards that I would need for this set. All right, there is an 83 Topps Dave Winfield. That's definitely on our list. An 84 Topps Dave Winfield. So Dave Winfield was one of the guys that a lot of us collected as kids because his cards weren't that hard to come about. Dave Winfield, Keith Hernandez, Gary Carter were all stars that had accessible cards, if you will. They were stars, but maybe not superstars. So forgive the glare on these as I'm trying to light up the world up here. All right, really cool Pete Rose. So an 83 Pete Rose. Dig that. In the Phillies uni and the old Phillies powder blues. Those, I don't know, I look back on the powder blues for a lot of these teams and I always thought it was weird. I just didn't think that it set off the red very well as opposed to gray, but that was a thing a lot of teams did. All right, this is a Wade Boggs. It's from Archives and looks like 2001, so it's a reprint. But I just thought it would be neat in the Wade Boggs collection. I am a Wade Boggs collector, so I've got these kind of all over the place. And I need to showcase a video of some of my Wade Boggs cards. John, Wade Boggs collector, is the preeminent card collector for Wade Boggs, but I've got a few myself. I really dig the Chicken Man. So, all right, what we got? Milt Pappas. So we got a 1970 Topps in outstanding shape. Milt Pappas. I'll have to check. I am pretty sure I'll need that card because I do not have many. And then a Hall of Famer, Hoyt Wilhelm. Really cool card there. So thank you so much for that. He's an underappreciated player for sure, and looks like that was towards the end of his career. But amazing, really low ERA throughout his career. And then of course we've got a sticker, and I've got a storage box that I used as a kid that I wore out with stickers, and even my binders. Well, I would grab one. I've got a couple of my binders up here with me, but one in particular I'm looking for I don't see, so we'll maybe save that for another time. But CW, thank you so much. It looks like I got just about all the cards that I asked for, which is incredibly selfish of me to have done so, and then you added a couple to go to my older sets, and I thank you so very much for that. That is just incredible. I appreciate that greatly. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to save the Donruss for a future video. I'd like to save those, and what I'll do is I'll try to showcase some of the puzzles that I own, and let's get into these. Let's get into these upper decks as I check my watch. What I needed to do is actually check my camera. So listen to this. Again, man, these foil packs, they just hit different. Something about that right there, man, it just brings back so many memories. All right, so let's go through this pack together and let's see what amazement we can find here. We got a Von Hayes, Dale Svim. I guess I said his name correctly. And again, you know, these cards have got a really nice picture on the back, really nice picture on the front. All right, we've got Greg Swindell. Very cool. We've got back-to-back Indians here. Rod Nichols. Ted Power. Let's flip him over like he's supposed to be. Ted Power. All right, so this is an Indian hot pack. We got Tom Candiotti. That's all right. We got Lonnie Smith. Oh, look. Followed by Kirby Puckett. Now, funny thing is, CW has done really well pulling Kirby Pucketts as of late. You probably know what I mean by that, CW. So, this is cool. We're actually going to, let's stand him up. We'll stand him up in front of Tony Black's name back there. We got an Oakland A's hologram. Pretty cool. I've got a binder that's got a lot of these on it, probably from the 91 set. Steve Sachs, followed by a Mark Grace. That's a cool pull. Shout out again to Tony Black, who is a Cubs fan. Mr. Tony. Also, he does TTM videos right now. We got a Jim Gott with the Pirates. We got the Expos. Looks like Tim the Rock Reigns made the cover of that. Jamie Moyer, one of those guys like Charlie Huff who pitched about 32 years in the majors. And here he is, and he'd already been in the majors a few years there. Was a 12-game winner in '87. Pitched a really long time. Dave Stieb and Pat Borders rounds out that pack. So that was pretty fun. That was pretty awesome. All right, let's get into this one right here. Let's showcase this. Showcase this rip. I'm telling you guys, there's just something about it. All right, so let's toss our trash. Plus, the other thing is you can't. Nobody's going to try to rip people off and reuse these foil packs, right? People who open Topps product try to save the wrappers. You can decorate with them and things, but, also you can try to repack stuff and rip people off, and I don't appreciate that at all. So we got a Jose Lind, Eric Yielding, Ivan Calderon in the White Sox unis. I was not a fan of this. I believe they changed the design in 92, 93, something like that. They went back to the black with the SOX on it, and I like those uniforms a whole lot better. Greg Hibbard, Joel Skinner, more Indians, Mike Morgan, Roy Smith, Alex Trevino, who's got a game show host name. All right, there's a cool card. There's a Craig Biggio, looks like second-year card. So we'll stand him up back there. It gives us something to showcase. Nice. Hubie Brooks being fondled by an umpire. That's unfortunate. George Canal. I hope I'm saying his name right. Tony Armas, a guy with a lot of potential at one time in his career. They were pretty big on him early on. But 23 homers back in '85, but I don't know that he quite worked out. Juan Nieves, Mark Gubicza, and Les Lancaster rounds out those packs. So we caught a pretty cool Biggio on that one. Let's get into this pack of 91. And if I remember correctly, this may be the set that had the Michael Jordan card in it. But again, let's showcase the rip, man. That's just fun. All right, so I guess it was 91 that they went back to the Sox design, although that's the uniform for the previous year. So I bought a lot of these 91s, man. Scott Radinsky, Gary Carter. Dig that card. In fact, I'd have to look at it. I'm sure someone has sent me that card, but the pose does not stand out at me, so I don't remember if I had that or not. But Gary Carter and Dale Murphy were two guys I collected a whole lot of. In fact, I've got a little manual. I've got a little binder that I can show. It's kind of hard to describe, but I'll show that at some point. All right, King Griffey Sr. and the cool card. The cool thing about this card is, of course, there's his son right there as well. So we'll stick that pack down. I like that card as well. That's just a good piece of history there. All right, we got Luis Mercedes, an Oriole, very cool. Ted Power, who I think we got in one of the other packs. Chet Lemon. Kevin Gross, very cool. Jim DeShays, I'm looking ahead. I'm not probably supposed to do it. Terry Pendleton, let's just flip these dudes over. It's starting to aggravate me. I got a Terry Pendleton there, great player for the Braves. And Cardinals previous to that. Scott Bradley. All right, we got a National League sticker. I keep looking over. I've got a binder that's just covered with these, and maybe I'll grab it in a minute. Maybe I won't. Mike Pagliarulo, Dave Parker, great player. Phil Plantier or Plantier, or I don't know. There's Glenn Davis. And a Ken Caminiti. Very cool. A few years after he was in the league, but he actually got better than those numbers right there. So, sweet rip. All right, so last pack of this rip. This is a 93 Upper Deck. I bought a collection. Actually, I didn't buy it. I was given a collection a few years ago, and it had a bunch of these cards in it. I never bought any personally, and aside from maybe getting some in a Fairfield box, I don't know that I have opened any. So let's see if we can maybe pull a Wade Boggs or a Mattingly or something. Let's pull something cool. Hey, so we got a Scott Cooper, and we got a Checklist. Oh, there's a cool card. Looks like McGuire on there, and maybe Joe Carter. That's pretty sweet. All right, there's Kent Herbeck and Kirby Puckett. Twin titles. These are beautiful, man. I hear my cat. Mark Lemke. Right there with the Braves. All right, we got, it looks like Frank Thomas. Huh. Well, it says Frank Thomas. Maybe Frank Thomas is in the background. Chris Sabo. Chris Sabo was a bit of a, he was a hustler, you know, and the Red Faithful loved him. You know, he made the All-Star team, I think, as a rookie, and I think they brought him in to pinch run. And if I remember correctly, the game was in Cincinnati, and the place went crazy when they brought him in. If I'm remembering that correctly, y'all. Somebody please correct me if I'm wrong. Dan Walters. We got a Chad Curtis with the Angels. Again, beautiful photography on these. Thomas Howard. And speaking of the guy who pitched for 37 years, there's Charlie Huff. You can't tell it in this picture, but he's actually in his late 50s here. I'm just kidding. The guy was around a long time. He had 200 wins in 91, and it's weird that he played for the White Sox and the White Sox in 91. I don't know if that means he got released or what the deal was, but that's kind of funny. Charles Nagy in a retro uni. That's got a little bit of a Gowdy feel to it, if y'all know what I'm talking about there. Stan Belinda. Jim Bellinger, and then we end it with a David Justice. Oh, nope, there was one more. David Justice, and then a Sam Militello. I don't remember that guy at all. David Justice, if I'm not mistaken, David Justice took Dale Murphy's spot in the outfield. Which made me really not like him as a kid, because then Dale got traded to the Phillies, and then he wound up with the Rockies, and just hung on a little too long. So that's going to do it for today's video. Gosh, I'm at 23 minutes plus. I normally don't like to make videos this long, but I wanted to show some honor to these cards. Thank you so much, CW, for sending these my way. Thank you for these 80s cards back here, the two 1970 cards. That was really cool. It was really cool to open these packs, and like I said, I hope to do a Donruss video coming up where I'll showcase this pack of cards and showcase some of the puzzles that I own that I have framed. So I think that would be fun. Like I said before, I'm going to link the video where CW opens the package that I sent to him, and it was, I may go back downstairs and watch it again. It was just, I love stuff like that. I love blessing people with cards. One of the fun things I like to do every now and then is, like, I will do a YouTube search on my channel name, and when I do that, it will pull up videos where I have sent cards all over YouTube to different people, and some of them I've even forgotten, or maybe they don't even make content anymore, but it's kind of fun to reminisce and see those things. But I also hope to get back to doing the occasional outdoor video too. But that's going to do it for today's video. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you hadn't, subscribe to the Card Wolf's channel in particular. I give him 6 months and his sub count will far exceed mine, and that is absolutely fine. It's well deserved. But we're going to cut this right here at about 25 minutes, guys. Peace out, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.